One of my friends named Andrew McKee, he's a life coach, actually told me we were meant to live a life full of joy with occasional circumstantial suffering. We were not designed to live a life of suffering with only occasional bouts of joy. Welcome to the Overcome Depression podcast. The tools you learn here can make depression a part of your past, allow healing regardless of your present circumstances, and offer hope for your future. I am your host, Jennifer Stirling-Campbell. I believe in the United States, the medical industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. I don't think I'm wrong there. One of the reasons, or rather, I should ask, what are the reasons that people are willing to spend so much money on their quote-unquote health? People just want to feel better. I mean, that's the bottom line. People are tired of feeling sick. When they feel off balance. And our lifestyles here are, in the Western world, are pretty much conducive to throwing us off balance on a regular basis. Do that long enough and you get some chronic issues. But I think our nation and the world is desperate for answers to help them to feel better, so they can feel good, so they can be happy, so they can have joy. And many people are turning to the medical industry, like I did for many years. I took Prozac for about 10 years. And kind of that tail end of that 10 years, I started analyzing my life and considering what I wanted to do with the rest of it. And I considered the idea that if worse came to worse, and we were invaded or cut off from resources we needed, and I couldn't get the Prozac that I was taking, what would that do to me? How would I function? And the answer at that time was not very good. I would be probably one of the people losing their minds. And I thought to myself, do I want to be that person? Or do I want to be one of the people who's with it, who can offer help to others who are struggling? And obviously for me, the answer was, I want to be that person who's helping other people. I don't want to be losing my mind because I couldn't get a hold of a drug. That's just awful. I want to be in control of my health so I don't have to take it. Now, I recognize that there are many, many people out there that if they stop taking their medication, it would be really, really, really awful. Don't ever stop taking your medication without the help of a medical professional. Please don't do that. It can be disastrous. But long story short, I was able to get off the Prozac. And I talk about that earlier in my podcast. But it basically came down to several moments of small decisions that, man, I really don't want this. Ooh, I really don't want this. And then the final, I'm not going to do this anymore. That was the final decision that led to the miracle of my healing. And then the progress that I had afterwards. Years down the road, after I had overcome depression and was doing much better, but still struggling in other ways, I had a long way to go. And I was really, really struggling in my marriage. My husband was a really good person, and it still is a very good person, or my ex now, but we were really struggling. And I was talking to my life coach and was expressing the despair I felt, because it felt like if I stay, I can only see misery. And if I go, I can only see misery. I can't see the light at the end of this tunnel, and I'm scared. And I don't even know where to start or what to do. And she said something that profoundly impacted me and literally got me through that year so that I could get to a point where I could have a sound enough mind to, we did separate, but I was able to do it somewhat in a way that was dignified and in the best interest of both of us. I believe at the time I did the best I could. But at the time, when I was talking to this counselor, this life coach of mine, everything around me just seemed so dark. Like I could not find hope anywhere. And what she said to me was, Jennifer, you have to hold on to the belief because it's true. This is a truth, Jennifer. Listen up, okay? I was all ears. Okay. She said, you will be happy in your marriage, or you will be happy out of your marriage. Either way, you are going to find happiness. And you need to hold on to that. And I paused and I thought about it and I said, okay, I can do that. And that belief, that knowing, because I knew it was true when she said it, was that it is going to be okay. It is. But I have to decide that at the end of this, I'm going to find joy. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to live a very good life, whether it's with my current husband or by myself or with someone else. And these moments of decision that I talk about aloud in this program, again, so critical to progress. One of my friends, Henry Amar, he's also a mentor, life coach, and he said the most important decision you will ever make is the decision to decide. And he may have gotten that from somewhere else, but I attribute it to him because that's where I heard it. But it really is true. I think when we stagnate and we're not willing to make a decision sometimes you gotta wait for the right thing, for sure, but I think so many of us just accept where we're at as the reality instead of saying, I've had enough, I want better, I'm going to do something about this, or I'm going to have faith that something will come along that will help me. Right now, I would like you to decide that you are going to let go of some things. Maybe some things you've held on for a really long time, things that are no longer serving you. And as part of this podcast today, I do want to take you through a mental exercise. Some call it meditation, kind of a visual. And I do understand that some people think more in words. About 80% people, from my understanding, think in words, and others in pictures. So as I'm describing what to try to visualize, if you can access it through the words and do whatever works for you, that's totally fine. Meditation is something that can be developed. Just do your best. And I would like to start. Please don't do this while you're driving, by the way. And you might want to stop this podcast and do it at a time when you can actually pay attention. Do it in a way that can make an impact, because this is a pretty powerful exercise. I want you to look at your hands. Study the shape, the size, the imprints. Your hands are unlike any other hands on this planet that ever have been or ever will be. They are yours and yours alone. Your fingerprint is unique to you. Now turn them over and look at the opposite side of your hands, the fingernails. Maybe you're wearing some rings to ornament them. Think about all of the amazing things that your hands do. They can help, they can serve, they allow us to type, they allow us to use our phones. We can work with our hands. We can carry anything we need to in our hands. We can write with our hands. We can nurture with our hands, give massages, hold our children, give hugs. I am so grateful for my hands. They are capable of really amazing things. Sometimes our hands cause harm. Sometimes our hands have been violent. Sometimes our hands have stolen things, done things that we were ashamed of, did less than admirable work. If you notice feelings that come up when I mention these things, or feelings in your body, just notice them. Don't try to push them away, just notice they're there. Acknowledge that they're there. This comes from the lifeline technique. But there is a past part of you that has used your hands to hurt and to harm. We've all done it. That did not know it had any other choice. You believed that that is what you had to do to survive, to get what you wanted. You may have not been doing it in your right mind. but there's still pain there and suffering. Things that we need to let go from our hands. Memories, habits, tendencies, spiritual forces that are not of good. And I want you to say out loud, my hands are hands of healing. And I forgive the past part of me that did not know I had a choice. And I am choosing now to use my hands to nurture and to heal and to love, starting with myself today, right now. You can clasp your hands together in a prayer position if you like. Breathe in, breathe out. Then I want you to open your hands again. You can close your eyes if this helps. And I want you to envision a light in front of you. And I want you to envision this light getting brighter and brighter. Depending on what you believe, this could be the light and love, ultimate, pure light and love of the universe. For me, I see Jesus Christ. And sometimes I'll see my Heavenly Mother. Out of the light, if you feel that it is appropriate for this meditation, see if you can see the hands that are outstretched to you in this light. And when you are ready, reach your hands towards these hands. They're outstretched to you. They want to help you. They love you. Allow these hands to clasp yours. I want you to feel the weight of all the things you've ever done with these hands that have ever hurt you or someone else. Feel that heaviness. Now give it up. You may be clenched. You may be holding on to it. But if there's anything inside of you that doesn't want to let it go, tell the light that you are ready to let it go. If you're struggling with this, ask the light to please take it. I don't know how to give it up. Please take this weight. I can't hold it anymore. It's just too heavy. I don't want it. And as you're feeling these hands clasping yours, I want you to feel lightness enter your hands and the weight dissipate as it flows into the hands of your Savior. Your hands will get lighter and lighter and lighter when they are filled with light. And this light enters your wrist. You could also see light coming from the ground, through your feet, up through your ankles, your calves, your knees, through your thighs, torso. And the light through the Savior enters your arms, up through your chest, your neck, chin, up to your forehead, your ears, and then shooting up into the sky. Towards this beacon of light that emanates from every part of you. Your aura is full. Keep breathing. It helps. Blow anything out. Blow anything out that is weighty that you do not want to carry anymore. Give it. Let it go. If you look at your hands and you feel like they're still clenched, you can ask the Lord for a relaxant. Please help me relax my hands. Give this up. Let it go. Decide now. I'm letting this go. And I will never carry that kind of weight again. Because I know I have a choice. And when you're ready, and come out, open your eyes, shrug your shoulders. And you can listen to this meditation as many times as you wish. It would probably be good to do it a few times over the next 21 days, 30 days. I really hope this meditation helps you.